Hello, I'm Kathleen Hall, and this is The Way I See It.
I'm Ken Pierre, and this is the way I see it.
Well, it's National Nutrition Month, and I love to talk about food and love to stuff my mouth. And I truly believe and live by food as medicine. I have for probably 20 years when people were laughing at me 20 years ago and said that it's, crazy, people think that or whatever. It really is. As a matter of fact, I just, as you well know, left a huge fundraiser thing where we just ate, and it was just amazing. That's why I'm dressed up. But it was really interesting. A woman next to me looked at me and she said, I'm trying to eat healthy. I said, oh, really? That's fabulous. And she said, yes, I'm making gluten-free this and gluten-free that. And I said, so have you equated gluten-free with health or badness or goodness? And she said, oh, yes. I know that everything healthy has to be gluten-free. And I went, oh, God, no. I said, gluten-free is for people that are allergic to gluten. I said, actually, yeah, whole wheat and whole grains are amazingly healthy for the brain, the body, your colon. That's why we tell people to eat as far as the foods that it's wonderfully healthy. It reduces your risk of cardiovascular disease and cancer and all kinds of things. So I think doesn't it seem like a sea of confusion between also vegan? Another woman at the table goes, oh, I'm a vegan, I eat healthy. And I went, we got to stop this. Some other woman jumped up and said, I'm on this diet, and the other one said, I'm only eating. And I went, oh, dear God, I feel like I'm in one of those agitators in a washing machine. So, I'm old enough that I've seen all these diets come
And go.
Kind of like Oprah, and seen them go. Seen them come and seen them go. So we just need to eat balanced, and we really know, don't you think, from the way we were brought up and what we know now. I don't care what website you go on, Health, WebMD. You can't even watch CNN, Fox, anything anymore. NBC show. It doesn't matter. Everybody talks about what's healthy and unhealthy.
Correct.
So don't you think? I think we really know. I think it's just. I believe that we're emotionally eating, and that's why the obesity crisis keeps going up and getting worse. And it is true when we eat carbs and we eat fat and cream and milk, it does make us, it calms us down. It's just the way our body is. Yeah, it's literally a physiological fact. We know that. So, but you've changed your eating habits.
Totally have changed my eating habits. Like you said, emotional eating is it runs rampant probably more in the African American community, because especially like I'm Caribbean, I'm West Indian, and so like being around my family when I was living in New York, like they like to see you plump, they like to see you big because it means that to them means that you're eating healthy.
Yes,
but no, it's not. Like I got family members addicted to Pepsi. Yes. Like I have.
You notice Pepsi up north? We don't do that in Atlanta. It's Coke or nothing.
It's Coke or nothing. It's Coke or nothing. But I have completely, revamped what I was eating. I don't need to eat beef every day. Oxtails, rice and peas, all this sugar. Like a ton of. Just
well, and I think you told me, haven't some of your relatives that you love gotten diseases and hypertension or diabetes or whatever too?
Most of it runs rampant. Runs rampant. People will lose feet, lose toes, like, and they won't quit. Like this is what they know. So I made being in the military, I already had like education on it, because even when you try to educate them, it's already too late. Yes. So growing up in the military, I knew what it took to give my body the proper nutrients. Yes. And you feel a lot better. You feel a lot different once you change what is drinking water, for example. It just makes you feel a lot better. Absolutely. It revitalizes your body.
Yeah, because I remember when you came back from New York, he was talking about his family and also Caribbean, and talked about how painful it is.
Yeah, to see him.
Yeah, to see him. And I said, I know. I work with patients and have for heaven knows how many years. Whether it's emotional eating, and food is tied to rituals, tied to holidays.
Of course.
So, Christmas, Thanksgiving, 4th of July, Memorial Day, we all, baptisms, celebrations, after Ramadan. I mean, Jewish.
Feast. Those are all
the Jewish
feast
rituals.
times.
Yes, we do. We feast, and it's part of our family, it's part of our community, part of our tribe. But there are some superfoods that you really, in today's world, I'm asking that you try to incorporate them into your diet, and one is fish, omega-3s. And a good source is fish. You can get it from other sources. We know it lowers the risk of depression and heart disease and all kinds of other things. So try to do that a couple times, 3 times a week. Maybe cut back on your meat a little. And another big thing is blueberries. They call them brain berries. We call them youth berries. They are amazing on regeneration of cells. We also have a Johns Hopkins study that shows that people with it slows your risk of ever getting cancer by as much as 60%. But once you have a tumor, it can lower the size as much as 75% on certain tumors, a cup a day. So, and I talk to a lot of my, patients and clients. Blueberries can be expensive.
Oh, they are. It's like $5.
Exactly, but you can go to a place like Costco or Walmart. You can buy them in big bags, keep them in the freezer, and you can blend shakes. You can put it over ice cream, you notice, or all kinds of other things. Make popsicles, put them in the freezer, but they don't have to be cost prohibitive. Blueberries, need some blueberries. And
someone eats them every day. She has a shake.
Yes.
It revitalizes my life as well. I had to jump on the bandwagon.
Yes, and broccoli, as he knows, broccoli's my.
That's our go-to.
I worship at the tree at the stalk of broccoli. And if you notice, broccoli looks like the brain. It's absolutely amazing. It's anti-carcinogenic. Again, studies that we show that it reduces tumor size and also prevention of cancer, helps with heart disease. If you have kids or things or a partner or a spouse that just refuses to eat it, you can chop it up, put it in a blender, put it in soups. You can put it with rice, and they won't know it's not the peas or stuff if you make it small enough. It can have a little bitter taste, but once it's cooked, it tastes sweet.
Amazing.
It does taste amazing. So, and also try to incorporate it into your child's diet as soon as possible, and they'll never have an aversion for it. But please, broccoli, blueberries, fish, really, really important. Also, remember that vitamin C, we don't hold vitamin C in our bodies. It's water soluble, goes through us. So a lot of us are getting depleted of vitamin C in our bodies. So make sure that whether it's an orange, something citrus, they actually call vitamin C citrus fruits the complete anti-cancer package. And for those of us, easy things, tomatoes, try to eat those 3 times a week. Heart disease, cancer. Another one people don't think of, but you love hot, spicy things.
I love
from the Caribbean and his diet. It really is amazing that it is great for inflammation. It lowers inflammation, and too much inflammation in the body actually creates diseases and things like cancer and affects your immune system. So spicy foods are wonderful.
Love spicy food.
So, you can Google it. Go on and look at superfoods. Incorporate them into your life. And again, you and I talked about balance.
Of course.
It doesn't mean that I don't adore Taco Bell.
She does.
It's one of my favorite places. Second only to Dunkin' Donuts. And exactly, and the fried fish sandwich at McDonald's with the French fries. But if I ate it every day, it would be different. But he knows. I go, once a month, bi-monthly, and drive through and have a ball. Oh my God!
She definitely does.
And then get back, and I actually, and some people say, doesn't it make you, after eating healthy, doesn't it make you feel bad, or don't you feel sick? Doesn't your body react to it? No, not ever. My body still loves fried fish sandwiches at McDonald's. It still loves Taco Bell. I still love all these things. And Dunkin' Donuts, baby, I've never seen a donut hardly that I don't love. So now, just balance.
Control.
Yeah, balance.
Moderation.
Yeah, balance. Don't deny your kids food all the time, because that also drives them to sneak it, obesity and other things. No, balance. And I promise, if they watch you do it, and you do it, and, then they're going to do it.
They're like sponges.
But we got to be careful. 10 years ago, the obesity rate was over 40% for adults and children, and it's actually ticked up.
Yes.
So all of this health news that we're giving everybody now, they're not doing it. So we have to ask ourselves, why? And I think the reason why, I think stress is the driver of a lot of our eating.
And emotions, a lot of emotions.
I agree. Yeah.
I agree as well.
So that's my preaching for today, being the old Methodist minister that I was.
Listen to it.
Sometimes I just can't help it. Lose the collar, keep the mouth blunt.
I love it. She keeps me sharp.
Okay, and again, you've changed your body habitus. I think you've lost 35 pounds.
35 pounds and still counting.
Yeah, still getting healthier. So thanks.
My name is Ken Pierre. This is The Way I See It.
And I'm Kathleen Hall. This is The Way I See It. Thanks for joining us.
You guys have a great day.